All right, so we are talking about the book Prodigal God. I know it's been a couple of weeks, it's been pretty busy. I have finished actually the book, but I'm going to talk about chapters 3 and 4 today and how they hit me. A lot of it was about redefining sin. You'll notice my mountain bike behind me. I just went for I'd like to call it a nice mountain bike ride, but I actually fell a couple times and I may have landed in some poison ivy that I got to check out in a little bit. And halfway through, I asked myself, what's my motivation? Why am I doing this? And in essence, that's sort of the message I got out of chapter 3 or 4. Timothy Keller spent a lot of time talking about the elder son. And I could go into all the details, but what I really want to talk about is a story that he shared from his book. And it goes really simply like this, there was a carrot farmer. And he lived in a kingdom, and he loved his king, pretty much simply. And he grew this great carrot, and he loved it. It was an awesome carrot, huge, and so he went and took it to the king. And he said, because I love you, king, here's my carrot. This is the best one I have. And the king could see right through him and see that he did this out of love. And so the king rewarded him with more land, field next to his. A nobleman was watching, and he said, oh, that's all I got to do? Well, that nobleman bred horses, so he went and got his finest horse, and he gave it to the king. And the king said, thank you, because the king saw through the nobleman's purpose. The nobleman just wanted something from the king, where the farmer did it out of love. And that's what I'm talking about when I talk about motivation and what I got out of these two chapters. What I really learned out of this was that sin has another definition, and the elder son seemed like he was doing all this righteous stuff and he was doing all these good things, but was he doing it for the right purpose? In the story, you get the impression the elder son was doing it for his inheritance and for the spoils that his father could reap on him, not for the love of his father. And so in his own way, he was sinning. And so that's really what I want to share today from what I got from chapter 3 and 4 is, what's your motivation for things? I have been looking at everything I'm doing right now and saying, what's my motivation around it? The bike ride, I'm just motivated for my health and for fun and a sense of adventure. And that's different than what I'm talking about here is these videos. What motivates me to want to do this? What's your motivation? Is it motivation for God? Is it motivation because you love Him? And are you doing it for His love, or are you doing it for some other reason? That thing that you feel is a good thing to do, are you doing it just because you just want to get your own glory? Or are you doing it because you love God and you want to show His kingdom here on earth? That's for me. So I'm going through and I'm questioning all my motivations and making sure that they are the right reasons and that I'm doing it for my God's love. Well, I'm doing it because I love my God. But we will talk about chapters 5 and 6 real soon, and I look forward to this. I hope this makes sense, and I hope you enjoyed. What's your motivation and stuff? Yeah. All right.